happening? What's happening? Truth is Truth podcast, man. We back in the
What's goody?
In the situation, man. Listen, man.
What's goody mob?
What's goody mob is more topics, man. More sports, man. You gotta love it, man. We remember this summer or last summer we was going through it with no sports. Everybody was stuck at home and like we was playing video games heavy. I broke like 3-4 controllers in the crib.
That's a fact.
This summer.
That's a fact.
Oh man, like this thing got crazy, man. So like, I'm happy to have sports back, man.
He was the nigga said, "Yo, if you hold my controller, you got to pay for insurance with that."
Listen.
You got your insurance plan on that controller.
And the worst part about it is they wasn't selling controllers for PlayStation 4 in the stores.
Oh, that's fair. I remember you was struggling.
No, I had to order them Jones from different spots, and it took like months to get them. It was the worst, though. This summer was crazy with the sports, not having no sports, but that's what I like. We right back at it with the sports talk, man. So we got a few topics. I'm gonna run them down for y'all real quick. First topic is gonna be we're gonna touch on the fact of no black quarterbacks, no black head coaches in the NFL. We don't know why. We're just gonna throw the conversation out there and see what we come up with, man. Somebody got to get some answers to us, man. You know what I mean? We got a topic of I'm gonna ask a question of Wentz for Matt Stafford. That's a question we're gonna throw out there. I will explain it when we get to the conversation. Who in the league? Talking NBA now. Who in the NBA that could drop 81 points in memory of our guy Kobe Bryant?
Rest in peace, Mamba.
Who can do that right now in the league? Who can do it? Name them off. And another topic we got is, this is an intriguing one to me. They teammates, but if you had a choice between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and to start up your squad, which one would you pick?
Hey, bro, you think I need an haircut?
That was Jay-Z's best line in history.
That's his only movie line.
And last but not least, we got we got a question here that my fellow mans and them said that this is just too easy. But we're going to ask the question and have this conversation. Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. Who you got? And we ain't talking about the actual game tomorrow. We talking about who you choosing to be quarterback on your team.
Player for player.
Player for player. History and just talent. Like, put it all in the box. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. These are topics, man. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. All right. So who we doing first? We doing football or we doing basketball? What y'all want to hear first?
I just want to qualify this before I start a comment on it. I mean, first of all, I don't have any answers. I'm not God. I'm not, anybody with any special knowledge, right? But it gets to a fact, like, I'm not one of those guys who blame everything on race and pull the race card. But it's something going on in the NFL when you got 7 jobs available and 7 white men took it, and about 6 of them had no coaching experience at all. When the top 3 to 4 or 5 head coaches who were black were head coaches before, they've been like DCs before, like, what I mean? They've been in the league for a stretch. They've been ex-players. And they don't get these coaching jobs. What the hell is going on?
It's definitely like in the NFL for sure. But it's deep in the NFL. It ain't even just NFL, man. It'd be like, shit, NBA still deal with that for real.
But in the NBA, you can actually name all 5 head coaches who black right now, off the top of your brain. You can name all 5, right? At least 3 or 4.
I can name a few. Yeah.
I just watched one tonight play the Sixers. I didn't even know he was. I forgot he was over there. You remember he was the coach for Toronto. You remember he was the coach for Toronto. Remember he got fired after winning 50 games.
Mitchell. Sam Mitchell.
Not Sam Mitchell. Not Sam Mitchell. The boy, when LeBron knocked the Toronto Raptors out when he was still with Cleveland, his last year with Cleveland, he knocked them out, and he won like 50 games, but they fired him and then hired the white coach.
They do that a lot.
They do that. It sounds about right.
That's how they do.
That sounds about
shout
right.
out my man Mike Jackson.
Damn, yo, you
shout out Mike Jackson, by the way.
You know his name.
They
You
do
know
that
his
shit in
name.
the NFL.
Yeah,
Tony Dungy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, bro.
I don't know why they do it.
But he coached Detroit now, so you got him. You got Doc Rivers. You got Nate. Oh no, they fired Nate. Where Nate?
McMillan, no, he in Indiana.
He's still over there.
Yeah, he over
okay.
there.
So
Nate
that's
McMillan.
so we named off 3. The boy for Detroit, Doc Rivers, Nathan Miller still over there.
Mhm.
We got Coach Lou.
Teron Lou.
We got the boy that coached Atlanta. He used to be a coach for the Sixers back in the, you know.
Oh yeah, we got him. No, I'm just saying.
You know what I mean?
No, we got him. I'm just saying. Sometimes like.
But I know what you're
certain
saying.
times,
I know
like,
what you're saying. I know what
You know, with the
mean.
whole like, that's why I said shout out Mark Jackson, like with the Mark Jackson Steve Kerr thing, like that was crazy to me because that Warriors team, Mark Jackson built that team. The whole world know that. Like you know that. They pushed him out he got them in the playoffs. Like they ain't been shit. He built the team. He told the world Stephen Clay is the best backcourt in the NBA. Everybody looked at the man like he was crazy. Boom. That next year they come into the season cooking, go to the playoffs. I think they won. What they won, like damn near 50 games that year or some shit like that?
Yeah, they won.
Then they
50
shipped
games.
him off after that.
They
like,
won
huh?
50 games. It was a 50-game win season.
Then they fired him after that. Like that was crazy to me. They get Curry in that joint. Like I don't know. That shit.
But it's like it's worse though. It's the NFL. It's like a slave. It's like a slave boat.
It's
like,
even like that with ownership, bro. It says like 1%, if that, owners in the NFL. That's non-white.
black owners at all.
I think it's like 1%, bro. I think it's like one
In the NFL,
One dude. I think it's like one. I can't even tell you
what
who.
team
Listen, we gonna find out.
got a black owner?
Bro, we gonna find out. Somebody, it's like a 1%, or maybe it might ain't even black. It's just probably non-white.
Okay. Well, like I said, man, it's now. I'm seeing it as like. I'm seeing it like it's an issue, like it's a reason for it. I just don't have the answers why. So I would like to find out why. Why? What are y'all afraid of? That the black coaches is going like destroy the league? Like what's I don't understand.
That's like a question that we'll never ever know.
You'll probably never know. You're
And
right.
even if they do try to explain it and justify it, we still gonna be like, nigga, what?
You're
Like,
right.
It ain't gonna make no fucking sense. But that's just the way their upbringing is and shit like that.
And then they had the
They're
Rooney
taught-
rule.
Like me and Kel was talking about this a while ago. They're really taught to feel like they're better than us or anyone else.
And some stuff is like
It's just like
you gotta keep it in house. Let's bring
I
on.
mean,
You know what I'm
get it.
saying?
I get it. Like, let's stick together, but don't push
we
me
control
away.
this. This is our environment, so let's bring in ours before anybody else. That's just what it always come off to be with a lot of things in life.
And then it's a homies like type
you my fan, you my man, you my sibling.
With our team, with our bum ass Eagles, right? We just hired this coach from the Colts staff, right?
Yeah.
It ain't even Frank Wright,
Yeah.
like who we wanted. We got his offensive coordinator,
Which is Andy Reid's offspring / Doug's offspring. You might have should have kept Doug if you was gonna make that hire.
and then he hires his defensive coordinator or somebody on the defense because that's his homie, and so more white boys. Like it just keep going. And if you don't let the black coaches in, I guess they fear that the black coaches this would be my theory, that the black coaches is going to keep that train going and keep hiring black. And before you know it, it's going to be all black players and all black coaches. Like, I guess that's what they fear.
Yeah,
They think it'll be like that, but it wouldn't be like that because we believe in diversity.
Right.
For sure, but
They don't,
that's
bro.
crazy to me. Like
They
the
do it
fact
just.
that
Go ahead.
a lot of my fault, I didn't mean to cut you off. Like a lot of, I'm gonna say basketball and football for sure. Like, that'd be predominantly people that look like us,
Right.
who play the sport.
Right.
Like they the ones out there putting in the blood, sweat, and tears, like, and know the game inside and out. Like,
Yeah.
like we ain't gonna say because you ain't play the sport don't mean you don't know the sport. You can study the sport and know it.
Right.
But these niggas know the sport and play the sport. Like.
Right.
And you telling him, no, you got work to get this job. Like, no, you gotta go through this, you gotta go through that,
Gotta
that.
go
Like,
through
what?
hoops.
Like,
Yeah.
huh? Like,
Yeah.
I gotta be a special teams coach and I'm only allowed to coach the safeties and talk to, like, I gotta do all this extra shit to become a defensive coordinator, not even a head coach. I gotta do extra shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, huh? Like,
And that's what's crazy. And then it's like, for me, I love how the NBA players backed everything that happened with the Black Lives Matter and all that.
Yeah.
That's cool. But with situations like this, in any league, the players ain't on it like that. Just like when it was with the cat thing.
Mm-hmm.
All the players, standing or kneeling or whatever they was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But for this particular situation, they don't do nothing. You don't hear no players talking about nothing about the coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's
what's
interesting. I
up?
never think about that.
Yeah, you don't. That's facts. You don't.
Man, that's why it's never going to get fixed, because if the players don't care,
I think certain